Hello everyone, welcome to CryptoPi. In today's video, I want to talk about Bitcoin Rainbow Wave Indicator and see how it can help us understand when can Bitcoin top for this cycle and what would happen after the top has occurred, how long will be the bear market, so we can plan for accumulating again in the next cycle. What we can do for Bitcoin Rainbow Indicator is go to Indicators and here type in Bitcoin Rainbow Wave, and once you click on this, it will show up on your indicators list. I am using the interface on the right side, so if you have added this Bitcoin Rainbow Wave Indicator, it will show something like this. It's pretty colorful. So what it is, basically it's a regression band, and there are different levels in the regression band. Along with that, what you also have are different set of charts. So one of them is based on the power law, then the wave chart is based on regression band, and there are a few other markings like halvings and halvings at different levels based on the Fibonacci in the time direction. And some of this is called show no miss zones, which is also quite interesting. You can switch on this color price line by rainbow, and it will color code the price action over here. All right, for this video I have already done some settings, and I would like to use the custom settings for making the chart slightly cleaner. The configuration for the custom settings are something like this. I only show the rainbow band, which is the wave here, or actually these are the bands here. I show the wave, which is the purple wave, and the halvings, which are this aqua/blue lines. And the other zones as well, I have marked them separately in the script, in the code itself. So the additional thing which I have activated in this one is the trend indicator. And let's see if I can double click here. Yeah, in this CryptoPi trend is the simple moving average at 200 length, and the time frame is 1 week. Okay, here also you can see the time frame is 1 week. All right, now starting from the beginning, I usually, in my analysis to understand Bitcoin top and bottom, I usually ignore this part of price action because it was very new, the Bitcoin was very new, and the price action was not there, order book and exchanges were not developed enough. But yeah, it's good to see something. So basically what I start analyzing is after the second halving. So when H is at 1, and then this was the date when this happened. What we see here is that after the halving, price usually goes under the purple wave, and before it reaches to the cycle top, price crosses back above this wave. Once it has crossed the wave, price will hit its all-time high or cycle high, and we start seeing the beginning of the downtrend. It can happen that price can shoot back up again, but as soon as price has crossed the red vertical line, it is more likely to be a bear market rather than, again, price going upwards. The bear market goes until the price has crossed the green line again, and then we start seeing price in accumulation zone for weeks or months, and the rally begins again. At the same time, when the price has reached the green or crossed the green vertical line, and it has also touched on the 200-week moving average, it is a very good indication that we have bottomed or we are in accumulation zone. The accumulation zone ends when prices cross again above the purple wave. Same story happens again, that price stays above the purple wave up until the halving, and then after a few weeks price crosses below, or the wave goes above the price, and the parabolic rally starts, and it goes on until price has crossed above the wave. And once it has crossed the wave, within 2 to 3 weeks, let's make it within a month, plus or minus 1 month, we see Bitcoin hit its cycle top. Over here, the cycle top happened very close to the vertical line. And when the price had crossed the vertical red line, I have marked it as D to indicate that it's the distribution. Once the price has crossed the distribution line, we already start seeing that it's the start of the bear market. Same story again, price crosses the accumulation line. We start seeing Bitcoin price staying in one particular zone. It has also touched the 200-week moving average. And once the price has crossed the purple line, we start seeing the start of the bull season again. This was the Corona crash. Now, Corona crash basically brought the price all the way to the 200-week moving average, but then it was still not the top, because we are at this point still far away from the cycle top. Same story happened in 2020 halving. Price crossed the halving line, went below the wave. Price crossed the wave, we saw the first top, and at this point we all thought, all right, this is the top, no more price, because a lot of indicators were also showing that this is the top. A lot of people were also very bullish that, yeah, indicators have failed, the price will go from 60,000 to 150,000, some said to 500,000, but well, we all know what happened. The price, instead of going anywhere above this band, it retraced back. However, it was not the start of the bear market, because we see it again, the price went above the wave, it hit at all-time high to 67 something, 68, 67, 68,997, and that happened very close to the distribution line. Once the price has crossed the distribution line, we see that price started going downwards, and it was basically the start of the bear market. Now, what happened in 2022 is price crossed its accumulation line. We had a very short accumulation. When we compared this accumulation to what happened here in 2018 or to what happened in 2015, it's very different. Once the price had crossed the wave over here, then we see again that price keeps going up until the halving, and over here the price goes under the purple line, and now we wait for price to go back up the purple wave to hit its high for this season, for this cycle, and perhaps we will see again a bear market once the distribution line has been crossed. So what's likely to happen is that the price will perhaps take some pullback over here, go up, down, reach up until certain point, maybe stay there, come back, and so on. Okay, let's get rid of this. All right, so this is something which is one of the likely scenarios. Of course, this can go completely off and price might do totally random, that it goes like this way and reaches here, given a lot of people saying that price will reach 300,000, 500,000. But looking at the historical patterns, what has happened, it's quite difficult to not overlook what has been happening. What I would be doing basically is, when the price crosses over here, when the price crosses the distribution line, I would prefer to start taking some profits. And once that has happened, then I will analyze the chart again, that what would happen for the next season, or do I still need to stay in, or I can probably take some profit and wait for accumulation again over here. That would be all for this video. If you like the content, then do hit the subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.